Welcome to SF Commercial Property Conversations with Bruce Bean, where Bay Area investments meet expert insights. Get ready to unlock the strategies of commercial real estate success.
So today we have Michelle Ganaden. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with Ganaden, it rhymes with Aladdin. So I'm very happy to have you here today, Michelle, and I just love to hear how you got from Perth, Australia to LA via Texas. So
of course.
Let me know.
Much. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate you reaching out. So little background. Yes, I'm from Perth, Western Australia. Many Australians, we get a 2-year working visa in London. I was backpacking and traveling both Europe and America. My father is American, my mother's Australian, so got dual citizenship. And we came to America and I met my aunt, and she had a continuing education insurance business. And I sat with her while she was doing some of that while I was visiting, and she says, "You need to come and work with me." So 4 years later, after returning to Australia, I thought, well, why not? Let's go and try something different. So she said, "Come on over." I packed up my bag, my suitcases, and moved to America and decided to become an insurance person. Yeah. So I worked on building her portfolio. It was Mary Roth staff training, and I wrote courses for her and she taught them. And after a year, I thought, hey, you know what? I've listened to this continuing education class teaching people to become insurance agents multiple times now. I think I'm going to take the test and do this. So I did that. And then it allowed me to get a position in downtown Dallas, where I worked at an independent insurance agency for a couple of years, trying it out. And I decided, I'm going to move to Austin, Texas. I was young, and that was the place that was hip and happening in Texas. So I moved down to Austin, and I worked for a public entity, the State Office of Risk Management. I was there for 10 years, and in that time, myself and another colleague were managing the insurance requirements for the state of Texas. And we built the programs. We built automobile, property, directors and officers, and volunteer insurance programs for Texas. Worked with the legislature to put statutes in place and grew these programs. And we had a team of risk managers that would work and travel around the state, implementing safety mechanisms for workers' compensation and so forth. And then after doing that, I had worked my way up from being, the insurance consultant up to the director of risk management, where I was given the opportunity to travel to London every year for our property program. And, it was a very big portfolio that was being insured at the time. And I got to know the people in London. I had done everything that I felt I could do for the state of Texas and had met my husband online. He was over here in Los Angeles. And so I decided to pack up from Texas and move to Los Angeles, and needed to find a position that I could work at over here. And I didn't know anybody on the West Coast. So my contacts that were in Lloyd's of London reached out, and I said, I'm looking for a position on the West Coast. Do you know any positions that are open? And it was January at that time. And one of the people that was in their office at that point in time was my current boss. And they said, oh, they're actually looking for somebody. Send me your resume, and sent it across via email. And then I met up with her and we interviewed, and I was given the position. So I have been very fortunate, and now I've been here just on 7 years, thoroughly enjoying the opportunity to work with Gallagher.
Well, wait, I want to back up just for 1 second here. There's one little detail I think we missed. You met online, your husband and yourself met online.
Yes.
But it sounds like you were miles apart.
Yes, we were.
How does that work? I mean, I'm just curious.
So, my job really did help as well, because when you're flying from Texas to London every year, you get flight points. Benefits. And so that allowed me to travel regularly over to Los Angeles, and he would come and visit me. So it wasn't that we were always apart. We met online and we would speak every day, but we were able to, you know, meet each other and see each other regularly.
Wow. And then it blossomed from there, obviously.
Did, yeah.
Wow.
So we dated for like a year and a half or something, and then after that, we decided we were ready to commit, and I moved on over and we were married.
Fantastic. Wow. Okay. So there you are. You're now at Gallagher, which is one of the largest insurance companies in the world, right?
It's the third largest brokerage in the world, yes.
The third largest. Okay. So tell me what you do there.
I am a insurance broker. So I help our clients to find the best coverage and build their property programs for them. I also work with my team internally and do a lot of processes and procedures in order to help us improve the way that we're working. And I do some small middle market renewals as well for our clients that are often branching off from the larger accounts. But that's predominantly what I do. I broker insurance.
So are you out there marketing new clients, or are you doing a lot of renewals for existing clients?
New and existing. We do both, but I'm not the one who's out marketing. Our producer does that, and we're working to help her build out her portfolio.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you don't have to do the CRM or the cold calling or whatever way that they try and get new clients in the door.
No, but it'll also, some of our clients will have branch offs that we then bring to our producer, and then we'll see whether it's something that we can write or not.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about Gallagher and the current crazy world of insurance. And has Gallagher left California?
No, they're worldwide. No, Gallagher's a broker. Then we're not an insurance company. So, no matter what, we've got our clients and we do everything to find them the coverage that they need. But as you know, the marketplace itself has been challenging over the last 5 years from a property perspective. And the rates are finally starting to come down on the property, but we're seeing an uptick in the rates on the casualty side now. So our clients are having both sides, property and casualty, they usually purchase together, and we work together on our team to find those coverages for them.
So what's the average size of the company you insure?
Oh, we've got them from tiny to really, but majority of ours are multi-million-dollar portfolios, billion-dollar portfolios that we work with.
Yeah, so more on the large scale, but you'll take small folks, whatever
if
comes
it's connected.
in the door.
Yeah, if it's connected to our larger clients, we will. If not,
I see.
We don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you mainly try and hone in on the larger clients. Yeah. So that's really your bailiwick. So what do you think is going to happen in the future here? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, real estate and hospitality is our focus. I think it will continue to grow. I mean, insurance is not going away, and with all of the catastrophic events taking place in the world, I think that people are now more interested in ensuring that their coverage is the best that it can be for the price, the best price that we can possibly find, and that's our job. We work for our clients to find them the coverage that they need.
So are you finding that the reinsurance world, do you have to interact with the reinsurance world at all? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, on every renewal.
On every renewal. Oh my goodness. So is that getting a little more dicey these days?
I would say the last 5 years on the property side, it's been challenging. But this is the first year that we've actually seen some reprieve for our clients, where it's not impacting them as much as it has been on the property side.
So do you do captured insurance?
No, we just no.
No, that's not. You don't get into that side of the equation.
Captured.
Yeah. So that's That's not an area. You're strictly a broker for other insurance companies.
Yes, that's
Or
correct.
how many insurance companies do you have?
Oh, God.
Thousands.
30, well, no, 30, 40 that we commonly work with. We've got wholesalers that we work with. We've got another huge list of insurance companies that they can go to for us if we are not able to access them.
So if a company comes to you, give me a little preview of what the process might be.
Yeah, my producer would sit down with them and she would go through what their requirements are, what their needs are from an insurance perspective. If they have current insurance in place, she'll look at that and determine whether it's something that we would be interested in writing. And then we do a very extensive review of our clients' portfolios on the property side. We make sure that their statement of values is as solid as it can possibly be. And we will work with them to improve it. We then put a detailed submission with a lot of analytics in that together, and we will send it out to our markets and our wholesalers, and we will shop the market to find the best coverage that we can. And then we take that information and we find the quotes that fit in a shared and layered program that have the best coverage and the best pricing for our clients, and we will ensure that there's no gaps in coverage. And then we work with them to get the coverage in place.
So are you doing a lot of cyber insurance at all?
No, that's more another department. We just strictly do the property and casualty, and another department does the cyber.
Oh, good. Well, luckily for you, right?
Yes, it's very challenging, I hear right now.
I would think so. I think it's getting a little safer, but at any rate, always a difficult area to deal with. So
Yes.
Are you working at all with on your renewals? Do you try and help your client improve their property so that their insurance rate maybe goes down?
Yes, we have a risk manager that works on our team that offers, feedback and advice to clients on ways of improving their assets. We also encourage them. We can offer advice on ways to improve their assets if there's something in particular that we see that maybe needs attention that we know that underwriters will look at. So it's just more a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, but it sounds like you have sort of a menu-driven approach. Like, okay, you need to add fire sprinklers or something in one of your buildings or some such thing to try and reduce your rate.
Yeah, a lot of the underwriters, they actually have their own inspectors who go out and do those kinds of inspections, loss control inspections, and then they'll make recommendations to our clients. And if it's in the budget, then they'll try and put those in place. But if not, it's a way of making their entire structure a lot safer.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to get involved in that. The actual insurance company does more of that.
Correct. In my previous job in Texas, yes, I was very involved in that. I would actually walk the buildings and go on top of the buildings and in the boiler rooms and work with the underwriters to do the inspections. Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Let's back up for a second. Was the state of Texas actually insuring the properties?
Yeah, there was a large number of properties that were being insured, yes.
By the state of Texas?
Yes. By those state entities, they were insured, yes.
Were these state buildings or independent?
State buildings, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. So they were self-insured basically?
So the state of Texas doesn't require you to insure your assets, but we were pushing to have that because because of the major catastrophic events that take place out there, hail, hurricanes, tornadoes, ice storms. That was what I was pushing in my role, was to educate people and say, if you do have a loss and you're not insured, you're having to go to the legislature and request funding. So if you are insured, you no longer need to do that. You just put an insurance claim in and that takes place. And once a property has had a claim through FEMA, they have to have insurance in place. So now we were having a lot of state assets obtain insurance for that very reason. And so, yes, we would go with the loss control inspection people from the insurance companies to each client, which was every state agency, and we would accompany them on these visits so that we would have a report of what they needed to do and how we could do it, because, you know, we were the State Office of Risk Management. We were there to help try and mitigate those losses and put, you know, processes in place that we would find at one building, even if you weren't insured at another, we could go and do inspections and say, you should do this, this, and this, so that their assets were better protected.
So I assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, the California system is substantially different than that.
I'm actually not sure, because I never got into the public sector here. I came to private. I decided I've done my public duty. I'm now coming private. And the states,
you don't have to know. Yeah, that's, you just do the brokerage side and don't have to get involved in the minutia.
Correct.
From there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to try a new field in insurance, so it's great.
In 7 years, it sounds like you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah, it's a really great team. We really enjoy what we do. You know, our clients are first, and, you know, they're happy with what we do. We've been able to retain, you know, majority of our business, especially during these really difficult last 5 years. So I think we'll continue to please our clients and continue to grow.
So how many people are in your office there in LA?
Our team, we have like 40 people on our team.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big team.
Sort of the tip of the iceberg, right? Compared to how big Gallagher is worldwide. Yeah. That's
just our immediate team. There's hundreds that are in our building that are with us. But yeah, we're just, I think, working from home and in the office, you tend to focus more on your immediate team now.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, for sure. So just for fun, what is your favorite food?
I love Asian food. I enjoy Chinese, Thai, all of those foods. I just really enjoy it. It's flavoursome.
So did this start in Perth?
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of Asian influence in Australia.
I would think, yeah.
But my husband is Filipino, and I've been able to experience a lot of cultural foods traveling the world when I was younger, and it's just been something that I always go to.
And you'd love to sit with your parents and eat some dumplings, I assume.
I would love to. It's a bit tough when your parents are all the way in Perth. It's a bit of a flight. I think the dumplings would get cold before I got there.
Okay, well, that's probably true. What's the time difference in Perth?
I think it's like daylight savings. I think it's like in the morning now, maybe 7 or so. It's about 6 or something in the morning.
So they're 12 or 14 hours ahead, something like that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Always. Well, I assume in this day and age, you do get to talk to them FaceTime or whatever quite often.
Every weekend we have our call, which is so lovely. The whole family gets together.
Oh, wow. So how many are on this call?
I have 5 siblings, so there's 8 of us all together. Yeah.
Wow. And where is everybody?
They are now in Melbourne and in Perth, but they previously have been all over the world as well. I'm the only one at the moment out of country.
All right. Are they begging you to come home, or you're perfectly happy where you are?
I've been here now for 22 years, so I think they're used to me being.
Okay. All right. Well, if a company would like to get a hold of you, where would they find you?
They could use my email address that's here on my picture, and I would be more than happy to entertain any questions that they have and put them in contact with my producer and see if we can't help them out with their commercial property and casualty insurance.
Well, I think a lot of people are looking, so I hope they will find you very soon.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to helping anyone that may be in need.
Well, very good. Well, this was very fun. I look forward to talking to you again in 6 months or something. We'll see what happens.
Sure. Well, thank you, Bruce. And to everybody who's celebrating Passover this weekend and Easter the following weekend, I wish you all a happy and blessed weekend.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful.
That's a wrap on today's journey through the SF commercial real estate scene. Ready to share your story? Visit sfcommercialconversations.com/guest. Your insights could lead the next conversation.